The She's Crafty podcast is sponsored by Barbacoa Apparel. Barbacoa Apparel is a San Antonio-based independent clothing line that caters to Texans and Texans at heart. To buy your Barbacoa Apparel and to find out which events they'll be at next, go to barbacoaapparel.com. The She's Crafty podcast is brought to you by Busted Sandal Brewing Company.
You can now find their 210 Ale and Slippery Rock IPA in cans throughout San Antonio, New Braunfels, and Austin.
Head over to BustedSandalBrewing.com/can locator to find a location today. You're listening to the She's Crafty podcast, a comedy and craft beer podcast taped in San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo, breakfast tacos, and the best craft beer in the Lone Star State.
Shut up and sit down.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the She's Crafty podcast with your host, Castaneda, and I'm super excited because I'm at King's Hwy Brew Q with the beautiful Denise, Pitmaster Emilio. What's that like to have like a?
That's an awesome title.
It's amazing. I know. I'm always jealous of brewmasters because I'm like I want to be the pod master. That's what I want to be.
That gives me competition with brewmaster.
Yeah, because it sounds badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. We're also here with Tim Castaneda from Black Lab Brewing, which is super exciting too. So Denise, let me know where you're located first.
We are in 5 Points at 1012 North Flores, so we're about half a mile from Houston Street, downtown San Antonio.
Awesome.
So get off of 35 or I-10, we're right here.
And tonight's a special night, right? Because it's Wednesday night. You have a
Yes.
special event that goes on Wednesdays.
Every first Wednesday we do a live art and music with the artist is Nick Soup, and he comes out with fellow artists, and they basically just paint live on the patio. And
Amazing.
We have a DJ, and we have a visiting brewer. Today is Pedernales Brewing Company, our awesome Mike, Schmitz, and Lisa.
Yes, and we're going to have a talk with him in just a little bit. So that's super cool. And you guys do have a really nice craft beer selection here, right?
Yes, we rotate in. We have a rotating taps, but 24 when they're all full.
Okay, ooh, that's really good.
Yeah, 24 taps. We try to keep mainly Texas
Okay,
craft beers on tap.
perfect. And Emilio, the pitmaster. What does the pitmaster do, really?
I smoke meats.
That's it. Smoke meats.
smoke
That's like softcore porn, right?
Yeah, that's doing barbecues. There's so many windows, in barbecues.
Yeah. It's just all meat and sausage and like.
sausage, but,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you gotta be professional and try not to be too.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to be professional here. It's fine.
No,
You can
awesome.
talk
I'm
about
not, so.
how big your sausage is all day long.
That's perfect.
It's fine.
That's
We don't
basically, just smoking meats all day. Ribs, turkey, pulled pork belly.
So if somebody had not been here before and they're gonna come and you're gonna say one thing for them to order off the menu that's like gonna change their life.
I'd say the brisket torta. The brisket
Oh,
torta
nice.
Is pretty awesome. It's
Yum.
just a typical torta that you're used to, but with brisket instead. Usually they're like asada or guisada or chicken with brisket or pulled pork or turkey even. With the turkey torta's pretty awesome. Actually, I made one earlier today. I was looking at it. I was like, I want one of those.
Nice.
the brisket definitely. The brisket torta is the way to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. What would you pair? Like if you were gonna pair it with the beer, do you guys like what beer you pair it with?
Shiner Box always my
Yeah,
choice.
the prickly pear I saw you guys have, right?
Yeah, I'll pair a Shiner with anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Denise probably knows a little more about that than I would, but what she would
Yeah,
pair.
he's a Shiner guy, so I have to have it on tap for him. But
Yeah.
We don't sell very much of it.
it's all his thing. So tonight we're going to be doing some pairings with the Lobo Lager.
Oh, nice.
The Lobo Negro, sorry. We always have the Robert Earl King Pilsner on. That Pilsner just is really nice with the meats. Yeah, but the Session Lager or Alamo Lager.
Yeah,
those are
the Alamo's is a good one, yeah.
go-tos, yeah.
Perfect. That's awesome. And Tim from Black Lab, how are you?
I'm doing good.
How are you guys coming with that?
So we're progressing. It's a long process, especially when you have just two people and then you work full-time jobs as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've come a long way, and we're inching closer and closer, and we can almost see the final stretch. We're trying.
So you guys are right now in the process of trying to get your brewery going, right?
Yeah, so right now we're a startup. We don't have an actual facility yet. This has been about a year in the works when we finally formed our LLC. So we've gone through some courses. We're both scientists. We didn't know anything about business.
Yeah.
We knew how to make good beer, and that's about it. And
That's
so
awesome.
we had to learn everything about taxes and legal issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denise is shaking her head like, yeah, I know all that.
Yeah, it's just not as easy as you think, You're like,
Yeah.
oh, man, I got this great idea.
You don't get to like put a keg in the middle of the room and be
Yeah.
like, hey, everybody, grab a glass. Yeah.
There's a lot of work.
Yeah.
TABC.
Yeah, TABC is a handful. And, but yeah, I mean, we've come a long way, and right now we're in the process of raising a little bit of money. Let's get started, and we got a few investors in our pockets, and we got some cash from our end. We just need a little bit of help from the community and the Texas craft beer scene to help add another great brewery.
Definitely. We're excited to spread the word. I went to y'all's event during Beer Week,
Oh, yeah.
right? It's like during Cyclovia, I think.
Yes, yeah,
And
that was crazy.
it was
It was totally
crazy
planned.
good. It was crazy
Not
good.
planned,
Planned, not planned. It was
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
I
it was
saw
perfect.
I know you're part of the San Antonio Lake Craft Beer Group.
Yeah.
And I walked in and I saw like every single one of those guys standing around a table with like all their special bottles of beer.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend was like, "Do you want to go over there?" And I was like, "No, I don't know.
That's a little intimidating.
I'm not gonna. No."
Don't even look.
I have nothing to bring to this table. Yeah, it was super cool though. And now, remind me of what beers you guys were serving there.
So at that event, we had our two of our signature beers. One of them is what we call a Texas Common. It's an amber hybrid ale, so basically kind of like a California Common with our own little twist to it. And that's going to be one of our year rounds that we plan on doing, 4-pack 16-ounce cans.
Okay.
Another one that we had that's going to be one of our regulars is it's called Grizzly Greg's Mountain Lager. Mountain Ale. Lager was the first one, but we realized we didn't have time to lager. So we switched it over to an ale.
Okay,
But
that works.
funny story about how that name came up. Yeah, I got to tell that to you later. But so we had that one. That one is a amber ale, a little bit stronger, brewed with some honey and some juniper. It's almost kind of like a braggot how much honey we actually put in there. And that one's gonna be one of our seasonals for the spring and the summertime. And it'll be served in 22-ounce bombers, as well
Nice.
as kegs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we had two of our specialty beers that we plan on releasing just here and there. One of them is one of our crowd favorites, actually won an award in Austin. It is an imperial stout brewed with coffee, cacao nibs, Mexican rum, aged with some oak
That sounds delicious,
chips,
right?
and
Yeah.
all sorts of
I
goodies
want
in
that.
there.
Yeah.
I want that difference.
Nice.
And that one's always a crowd favorite, but very expensive to make. And
Yeah.
then we had a double IPA that we brewed with Australian and New Zealand.
That one was delicious. That's one I definitely remember tasting. But I remember getting a little tipsy too because I think I had a few too many times.
What is it exactly that makes it a double IPA? What's the difference between an IPA and a double IPA?
So it's just the classification. So I guess if you want to be technical, you go through BGCP guidelines. It's basically a little bit higher on IBUs and alcohol content. But other than that, it's
IBUs are, but in case everybody else doesn't, what is that?
International bittering units.
Awesome.
Yeah, so basically most people when they,
Yeah.
you can pretty much make a double out of any style. It's just kind of doubling the ingredients a little bit, making it a little bit stronger.
See, that's what I figured, but I don't want to assume that's what it was. It kind of sounds kind of dumb, but
No, it's
cool.
good. It's a good question to ask.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now we know what a double IPA is.
Where do you plan on being set up, like your brewery?
So right now we're looking definitely in the downtown location. We love the atmosphere and the community vibe that's going on here. We definitely love what the city's doing, what the community's doing to try and bring people together downtown. I'm from San Antonio, and I remember downtown, about 10 years ago wasn't really the place that you wanted to be. But we're looking over by the east side of downtown, kind of by the Alamo Dome, about 2 blocks away from Alamo Brewery and Big Hops. What we want to also kind of do is build a beer community, kind of. I do a lot of traveling to different cities, and that's the one thing I've noticed about San Antonio that's lacking is we're not together in the same location. That makes it a little bit easier on the tourists and the locals, when you can go park one place and walk.
Around. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. I like that. And then you just stumble from one place to the
Yeah,
other, and it's
exactly.
perfect. Yeah, it's all perfect. Awesome. What other events do you guys have coming up here at Kings Highway that people in June?
I know we have next first Wednesday. I know we're going to be doing something with St. Arnold Brewing. It goes kind of hand in hand with their art. They're graffiti cars.
Oh, yeah, the
and,
art car IPA.
So we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be doing something with them. In June, we're also going to be, we're going to have a cumbia brunch.
What?
With actually the DJ that's going to be here today.
Nice.
His cumbia DJ name is DJ A La Chingada.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't know if you can say that.
That you can say whatever you want. We are not regulated by anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, we encourage it. As much as that you want to say is right.
Yeah, I mean, he's down to offend everybody with that name.
Perfect.
Cool. So that's be a cool brunch, cumbia brunch. Hell, but I'm sure there's going to be dancing. And
Yeah.
Dancing.
There has to be. There has to be,
I'll
right?
be out there dancing a little bit.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So that's fun.
I love that.
Yeah, we just try to come up with fun, different things. This isn't your typical barbecue joint,
Yeah.
We're definitely not country, rustic. I mean, he may be, but
Oh,
I suppressed.
Born and raised.
Yeah. Well, he is the pit master. So.
You gotta be a little country when you barbecue.
Yeah.
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 We're trying to bring a little more of that Tex-Mex kind of vibe. Really cool, especially being down here.
Yeah. This is where
It's
it's
a
where it
cool-
should
cool
be.
area, cool place.
Yeah, we try to be different. We're trying to be San Antonio barbecue instead of just Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of the typical people that love Texas barbecue come in like, how can you not have cream corn and macaroni?
Oh, yeah. And we're like, oh, you can get that at barbecue station.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
Yeah, we got rice and beans, man.
Yeah, I love that. I love that because
Tortillas.
I like that because I'm also with Barbacoa Apparel, and we love to marry like everything with our Hispanic culture. Anything, we don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Emilio's new tagline is hashtag. You'll see it around. We're trying to incorporate it into a few things. Con ganas.
So you gotta say con ganas.
Oh, I like it.
That's a hook.
That's a good name for a beer.
We'll work on it. There you go. Collaboration.
We're just planting the seed. We're just planting the
Yeah,
seed.
because that's what we do. We try to do everything with a lot of passion, with a lot of, with a reason, with a purpose. We're not
Yeah.
just doing what we do. We're doing it for a reason, and that's what con ganas means. Put some passion.
Some soul in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like it. That's awesome.
Shirt, barbacoa.
Yes, you are. Yeah, it's gonna have two testicles, just like sitting.
Just hanging there.
Yeah. Two chalupas underneath. That's what it's gonna be.
One's
Yeah.
one lower than the other.
Yeah. Well,
It's gotta be.
you gotta be realistic. That's why. Yeah, it's only natural. Exactly.
We'll have someone just one.
That's
Right,
funny.
right.
But somebody will always say something like, "Why? How come this one isn't exactly symmetrical to this one?" Yeah. It'll be like, "Nah. Well, take your pants off and let's see." Okay, so Tim, I know that you guys are doing crowdfunding, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about how people can get involved with the crowdfunding for Black Laboratory Brewing.
So it's pretty easy. We have a GoFundMe page set up. So an easy way to access it is through our website, which is blacklaboratorybrewing.com. Or you can go to gofundme.com/blacklabbrewing. And it basically works just like any other crowdfunding. We are trying to raise $25,000.
Okay.
$5,000 of that will go towards back to the crowdfunding page, basically, because they're
Right.
going to take their cut.
Yeah.
And then go towards apparel and all the other stuff that we're going to be offering to these people.
Right.
So yeah, we have different awards, a little bit for every level. We have koozies, keychains, pint glasses, t-shirts, sweaters,
Nice.
whatnot. And so the basic idea is to hopefully walk away with about $20,000, and that's to match mine and my business partner's own contributions there. So hopefully we can have $40,000
Okay.
of our own cash, and then our investors' money, and then a loan money.
Okay. Where are you guys at right now? Do you
So
know?
right now we brew in my house, in my bathtub.
Oh, nice.
No,
As you're taking your bubble bath, you're just like,
exactly. After I bathe my Black Lab.
yeah, perfect.
No, I have a garage converted into a room, and I'm lucky enough to have a cool brother, and that's basically his house, and
Okay.
he's let me take over the bottom downstairs. So we brew out of there, and we built a little fermentation chamber, and we got our kegerator, and we're out there every weekend brewing. So yeah, it's a never-ending job. I mean, we get out of our work from our 9 to 5, and we try to promote our style as best we can, do events and name out there, and then on the weekends we're out there brewing.
Awesome.
Where is your day job now?
So we work with DPT Laboratories. It's a pharmaceutical company here.
Okay.
So we do,
Do all the
right?
drug testing.
We do, analytical testing and stuff like that. So it's definitely handy in the brewing industry. It makes it a little bit easier to understand the concept of beer. But yeah, it helps us out a lot, and luckily our job's very lenient and works well with us. They don't hold us back. You know, that's a big thing. I think that would have hurt us, but they support us. And
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, good luck with that. I can't wait until we can. When is the next? Do you guys gonna have another event? Maybe like the one that you had before.
So we don't have any planned. That event we're gonna probably try and make that like a quarterly or an biannually event. That was a pretty big event for us.
Yeah.
Great turnout. We were happy with everybody that came out there. We blew through, I think, about 7 kegs.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you weren't charging,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Because legally we can't.
My boyfriend was like, "Do you want a beer?" Yeah.
Yeah.
I want like
exactly.
5.
Yeah. So that's the important
We're
thing.
settling in.
That's the important thing is all our events are free because TABC
Yeah.
let us charge.
It's good though because
Yeah.
it gives you an idea of like what people like or
Yeah,
like
it gives
what.
us good feedback and
Yeah.
little tweaks on our recipes here and there.
Bring any samples?
I can bring in some next time. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Next time, definitely.
But yeah, we don't have any events planned yet. But we always post some stuff on our Facebook page whenever we do have events. So I would say if you're looking to keep up with us, go and find us at Facebook at Black Laboratory Brewing. And you can see all the events that we're going to be having there.
Okay, cool. Do you guys have any other social media other than the Facebook?
Yeah, so we have a Twitter, Black Lab Brewing, and Instagram, Black Laboratory Brewing.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Okay, and then the website is
blacklaboratorybrewing.com. And then
Perfect.
you can go to GoFundMe /Black Lab Brewing.
perfect. Awesome, because we want to get you guys up and going.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Come on,
I
San
mean, who
Antonio.
wants to see a good-
We all we need is more good beer in this city.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
like we need less.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with more good beer, right?
Yeah.
And if people want to find Kings Highway Brewing Q, where can they go? Do you guys have a website?
Oh yeah, we're I can never remember our website. It's KingsHWYBNQ.com.
Okay.
And we're on Instagram, KHBNK.
Perfect. And Twitter,
And
right?
Twitter.
Yes. And I'm sure you have a Facebook page.
Yes.
Awesome. And what time do you guys open?
We are open Tuesday through Sunday during the week from 11 to 9, and on Sunday we're doing brunch.
Yum.
Yeah.
I saw that. Oh, I was looking at your menu. I saw that you have unlimited mimosas until like noon. What kind of crazy town is that? Until 3?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
10 to 3.
Like we're having my birthday here. Yes, we're doubling down on mimosas all fucking day. Yeah. Awesome. We should make some beer mimosas too. That'd be good. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be delicious. Let's do it. Let's party. Awesome. All right, guys. It's not till February, but we have plenty of time. We have plenty of time to plan it. We'll have one during the summer.
I'm in February.
Are you? What day?
I'm a leap year baby.
Oh, you are? Oh, you are? Okay, cool. I'm the 8th. Yeah. Are you still Aquarius?
Pisces.
Ooh. I don't know what it means, but it sounds sexier than Aquarius. I know.
Fish or something.
When I used to date a lot, and people would be like, "What's your sign?" Right? And I'd be like, "It's Aquarius," and they'd be like, "Oh, water baby," and I'm like, "I don't know what that means, but it sounds gross."
Right?
Oh, yeah, that's not. I don't. You haven't even bought me dinner yet, sir. Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Guys are weird. All right. Okay, so we're gonna take a short break, and then we can come back and have some Pedernales beer.
Awesome.
Is this a frat party?
Yeah, my sister invited us. She said there'd be good beer.
Okay, well, let's check it out.
Ooh, check out that guy.
Damn. Hey, hot balls. Nice can.
I'm more than just my beer!
Hey, how about you bring your beer and more than just your beer over here and share?
Oh, wow. He's actually coming over here.
Is that Busted Sandal 2.0 Ale?
Hell yeah. And there's Slippery Rock IPA.
I didn't appreciate your objectification of my cans and my hot body.
It was definitely just your cans.
You brought Busted Sandal beer. It was totally your can.
To find out where you can find Busted Sandal cans in San Antonio, New Braunfels, and Austin, head over to bustedsandalbrewing.com/can locator.
And don't forget, you can also find all their other beers on draft in San Antonio, Houston, and the Rio Grande Valley. BustedSandalBrewing.com. Okay, we're back, and I'm here with Mike Schmitz, plural, right?
Yes, ma'am.
With Pedernales Brewing, close to Fredericksburg, I heard, right?
2 miles south on 87, just north of Pedernales River, yes, sir.
Okay. And you just dropped off some pretty badass stuff here, I saw, right?
Little bit. We like to bring in all the good stuff that everybody loves. Of course, we've had a great relation with King's Highway Barbecue, and of course Miss Denise, who we love to death. They've always carried all of our good beers because all of them are great anyway. But tonight we're doing a little pint night with them.
Right.
Came back in, brought in the exceptional Robert Earl Keen Honey Pilsner, which is one of our mainstays for the brewery. The Lobo Negro, which is our dark lager, who is award-winning, gold at Great American Beer Festival, 2 years in a row in Schwartz beer category. Silver before that, not that we're bragging.
Right.
Also the German-style Hefeweizen, which is a true German wit. And, of course, the English-style classic IPA is what we're playing on tonight.
Nice. Very nice. So you brought a couple for me to try, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is in front of me right
here?
So
we're going to start off on your left-hand side. That would be the Robert Earl Keen Honey Pilsner.
Okay, nice.
It's about 5% alcohol.
Yeah.
It's made with honey malt actually grown in Fredericksburg. One of the stipulations that Mr. King decided when he came with us about 2 years ago when we started making this, he wanted it local.
Right.
So all of our crops are bought out of Fredericksburg, so the honey malt is specially made for this.
Nice.
It's a pretty lightweight, real smooth, real clean, kind of sweet on the back end, kind of a summer-style lake, river, just got done mowing the grass.
I like that the ABV's not too high, so it's definitely
17, and as a craft beer, as the 5% ABV is really nice. The 17 IBUs is really low stout. It's as far as a craft beer goes, it's very mild,
right?
And that's kind of what we're going after.
Yeah.
A lot of the craft beer industry has gone really high on the high end, trying to kind of crank it up a little bit.
Yeah.
We try to stay kind of true to the Texas style and real classic style.
I like this. I like this because it's super sessionable, which who doesn't like a really sessionable beer, right?
Well, our biggest thing is if you can drink 6 and still remember your name, we're really proud.
Then you're good to go.
Yes,
yeah. And I also like it because I feel like it's a good gateway beer for craft beer drinkers, and I like to think that this podcast is a nice gateway for people that haven't tried craft beer yet.
Exactly.
And so you don't have to be scared of it because it's easy to drink and it's pretty mild. It's not going to blow you over with like a ton of like heavy flavors or bitterness or anything like that. I like it a lot.
We actually brought it in as a transitional style because a lot of people that come in with the domestics that have been drinking it for a long time.
Right.
This is something this is one of the Litos we used to make as well. Was our transitional style to bring you to the craft beer side of the world where it wasn't such a culture shock.
Right.
Where you could have a bunch of them and go, hey, that's not so bad, and then introduce yourself to a little bit heavier, a little hoppier, a little maltier as you went along. So.
Yeah, because I think that's like a real problem that a mistake that people make when they try to get people into craft beer, and they're like, oh, drink this, and it's like a stout, and you're like, oh, this tastes like a meal. This is not I can't drink this.
They get real heavy with the IPAs that are really cranked up, and a lot of the wit styles they're not really used to. So it's nice to have something that kind of transitions you back and forth, kind of a bridge to cross for you.
Yeah,
to
perfect.
come to the craft beer industry.
Awesome. Okay.
It's great with our menu too. So this is our menu lends itself to very just traditional people that want to come and have a good barbecue. So we're able to easily sell this beer and it complements the
Perfect. I love it. So good. Okay, and this other one that we have in front of us is a little bit darker. What is this one?
That would be the Lobo Negro. That is our dark lager.
Okay.
And most people get a little scared when they see the dark beer. However, this is the dark lager style made with the roasted malt. You get a little chocolate and coffee to it. It's only 5.6 on the ABV. IBU is only 26, so it's actually a true German-style lager, but it's just a dark style.
Right.
So it's not real heavy. Get that little coffee and chocolate on the back end, but it's real clean. One of the reasons it's a Schwartz beer style, and so one of the reasons we won, like we have for the last couple of years, is it's not as the heavy style as most people are looking for. It's a lot cleaner and a lot lighter. Once again, you can have more than one or two and still be completely okay. And it's something that our brewmaster, Peter McFarland, this is one of his babies, and that was one of his things he wanted to actually kind of expand on.
Okay.
And to come out of the Schwartz beer where it wasn't too heavy, and it was lighter and smoother than what even the novice and the amateur beer drinkers really wanted to drink.
Want to try it too. Yeah, it's really good actually. And it is. It's lighter. It's not as heavy as it looks, which is really nice. And you could definitely have a few of them and still be good to go, not on the floor throwing up or passed out or pregnant or whatever.
Or all
However the night goes, you know.
Or all the above.
Yeah, stick around. It's bound to happen eventually.
The one right in front of you would be our Hefeweizen, our German-style Hefeweizen. It's a private recipe style with a 50-50 mix. Peter he's a Czech German kind of style guy.
Okay.
And ABV sitting on 5.2%, which is kind of lighter on the Hef style. We use 14. It's still got that weedy flavor, little maltiness, a little citrus on the back end, which a little clove and apricot with some of the banana you can feel on the back end of it, to where it's real clean.
Yeah.
It's still got that wheat style to it, and once again, lighter on the alcohol and not really cranked up, so it's massively enjoyable.
I like it. Yeah, it's super easy to drink. It's really beautiful. Like, it has a really nice, kind of beautiful cloudiness
It's
to
got the
it.
good cloudiness to it. It's not too
I'm about to
heavy
say
on the
something
side.
super douchey, but it has really nice lacing. Oh my God, I just said that. She's douchey. Come on, guys. I smelled it too, so if anybody wants to get in on that.
It's got a pretty good floral aroma to it. It's got a good aftertaste for it. And I've known quite a few people that have been the domestic styles that like to doctor it up with little lime and salt. Sometimes they've crossed over to the Hefeweizen style for us with the citrus, and it's been a really good
I like
bridge
that.
over that.
I really like I like mixing Hefeweizens with sours. And that's really good because sometimes the sours can get like really sour. Yeah, and if you mix it with a Hefeweizen, it just like for some reason it's super delicious.
Well, we decided to mix that with our Man Mosa.
Man Mosa, there we
We've done that with the
go.
orange juice for the Man Mosa style.
Oh,
so
nice.
Definitely something because it's got the citrus to start
You
with.
call it a Man Mosa because you're assuming that men are going to drink beer mimosas. Is that why?
I
Is this
call it a
this
Man
is
Mosa
completely a
'cause I don't
gender
drink
thing?
Mimosas. I prefer
Right.
beer.
Oh, you really prefer to call it a Man Mosa.
So I'm going to go ahead and do it
I got
my own
it.
way and go from there, yes.
Okay. Well, how can we make that more? How can we make that more ladylike? I don't
Call
know.
it half Mosa. That's kind of weird.
We'll like
The
drink it
Hefeweizen.
with a tampon in it or something. That's perfect. It'll be a garnish.
You can go ahead and go from there. I'll bypass the garnish.
Yeah. Come on, Mike. We can still call it a Man Mosa.
You can call it a Man Mosa with the sponge. It'll be fine.
Okay, we have one more, right?
Okay, so the last one you're looking at is definitely Miss Denise's favorite. This is our classic IPA.
Okay.
We've actually stuck back to the traditional English style. A lot of IPAs nowadays, they kind of crank it up with a lot of hops and a lot of other ingredients, and they've gotten away from the original style of IPA.
Okay.
One of the things that when we started making the IPA was we wanted to stick to the classic.
Okay.
And, of course, it started back World War I. They had to ship it back over to Africa. They had to figure out a way to put the bitters back into it. The
Wait,
hops-
what?
That's how
Let's
the
rewind this story. Just tell me. I don't know this
is how
IPA
the
story.
IPAs got their start. Back
Okay.
in World War I, the English sent a lot of the bitters over.
Okay.
And because back then it's still under the prop style,
Yeah.
it didn't sit well. It went bad, went sour by the time it got there, kind of like a bitter beer face kind of thing.
Okay.
So what they did is they added the hops to it, and that came to the English style IPA, the Indian Pale Ale is how it originally started. And the English it took them a little while to figure it back out, and they finally got the good standard style recipe for it.
Okay.
And so the IPA grew from that over the last 30 years, 30, 40 years, where people started reinventing the IPAs and bringing it back in. One of our things when we started it, we wanted to maintain original recipe style.
Okay.
And so when we came back into it, the English style IPA is what we really wanted to stick with. And that's what you're actually tasting. It's got the full body, the hoppiness for it, but it's not overly bitter, it's not overly hoppy. And because it's only sitting on 6%, it's not like most of them that crank it way up.
Right.
That with the alcohol, you lose a lot of the original flavor. And that's something we decided when we first started we weren't going to try messing with. We wanted to stick with the classics, and that's the reason it's called that.
Yeah.
Is the IPA classic.
Okay.
And so we stuck with the original English styles for it, and that's what we did.
Nice. So I see that you guys have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 styles here on this card. Is this everything that
Now,
you
5
guys?
styles. This is our core 5.
Okay.
And we do our seasonals.
Okay.
So of course, Oktoberfest, as everyone does,
Right.
which is always a hit. Our winter style is our Midnight Porter. We just actually just
nice.
continued out 6% on top.
Okay.
Good chocolate porter style, real kind of not so much heavy, but real full bodied and
Okay.
nice finish on the back end. We've got to the summer style, so the Crystal Weissen, which is kind of the lighter of the Hef style that we've released back out. And this year we've done something completely different. We've done the Texas Hop Bomb series.
Okay.
It's a smash IPA, single malt, single strain.
Okay.
We released the first one back in February. Our second one just came out, Texas Hop Bomb number 2. As they go along, we're doing, like I said, we're doing 6 over the year. So as it stands right now for number 2, we're doing a Pale Road Malt number 2 and an Idaho number 7 hop. So it's got a real full-body hop flavor.
Okay.
But it's not too much over the top. It's sitting right about 8.6, 8.7
Nice.
on the ABV
Okay.
part of the world, which is good set for an IPA.
Yeah.
As a single, as like smash style, it's a little new to it, but as we go along over the next
Okay.
6
So
to
for
8
our
months-
listeners that don't know what smash style means, can you give us a little?
The smash style is basically it's a single malt, single strain smashed together. It's not a full formula set. It's very basic style. But you can actually, instead of picking out a general style malt or a general style hop, you can select the malt and the hop you want on the strain set and make it kind of it's very limited. You
Okay.
can't make a huge batch for it, not a 40 barrel and 80 barrel. It's kind of a limited style for it. Because getting something like that, a lot of them are very, I won't say rare, but they're harder to get. You can be more selective on the style you want, more selective on bringing the better hops in, match it with the right malt, whether it be Australian style, Californian, Idaho, stuff like that. You can kind of pick and choose what you want to make it just more like a seasonal, a single release.
Okay, cool. It's you have so much information. It's so weird that you know so much about this beer. Oh my gosh.
Wait till I start cooking.
Oh my gosh. You guys want to do it right now? Yeah. I'm just gonna sneak a mic in there.
Get like 1 or 2 more beers. We'll talk about
Oh, perfect. Let's do it. Get him 2 more beers right now. I can just see my download spiking as we're talking. I like it. I like it a lot.
I'll go over well later.
So it's about to get really, really warm because we're in San Antonio, Texas, and these beers are perfect for summer sessioning for the river. I'm assuming that they come in cans, right? I see a can in front of me.
We did. We actually rotated from the bottles. The last bottle rotating is going to be the IPA. We went to cans. Eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Cost-effective for us as well. Of course, the 6 caps we use, they're all recyclable, 100% recyclable. That was a big thing for us as well. And we redesigned all the logos in this last year. So the ones you had from a year and a half ago, we've done all the new logo logos. Of course, the new wolves on all of them. Like I said, you can find them on Pedernalesbrewing.com. You can find the new logos for that. We're in a lot of different places. HEB, Specs, Total Wine & More. The Valeros we're in now as well.
Oh, nice.
Little place in the valley.
All the Valeros? Like if I just go into any Valero, I'm going to find
a few of them. But
okay.
The HEB and HEB Plus, Specs, Total Wine & More, they're big supporters for it, especially with our core 5. A lot of the specialty stores you can find our seasonals, which is a big thing.
Okay.
A lot of the HEBs are now currently carrying our Texas Hot Bombs, which number 1 was there. 2 will be out next week. By all means, come give it a try.
Yeah.
And like I said, the brewery is also open Monday through Saturday, 1 to 6. The taste room's open. You can come out and try whatever you want. Everything we make.
Cool.
It's all on tap. Plus, get a free tour, sit down on our brand new patio, build back out. And on the weekends, bringing in the food trucks and the little live music.
Perfect. What's more fun than that? Nothing?
Well, free beer would be a lot more.
Free beer with tampons in it would be perfect.
And say hi. We might get some for you.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so what other events are you going to be at in the month of June, maybe over the summer in San Antonio, where people can come find you and get a little Pedernales swag?
You can look on the website for sure. Find us on Facebook. Of course, Craft Beer Week is coming up in the 15th of May, 2 weeks from now. We're getting a little bit of everywhere.
Okay.
We have a few different places. We will be at the Flying Saucer. We're doing Meet the Brewer, actually, with quite a few different breweries. We have
nice.
Goliad, Ranger Creek, Independence, and Pedernales. All the brewers will be there.
Okay.
Sampling and tasting and talking to the brewers from about 2 to 5. It's Sunday the 15th at Flying Saucer. And pretty much you can check us, like I said, on Facebook and online. And we're pretty much all over the place. I stay pretty busy.
Yeah.
A lot of the pint nights. Of course, most every Friday, we're definitely out at the Point Park and Eats, which is one of our favorite places to be. Miss Denise.
We got to get you next.
I know. I'm there.
Sarah's dying right now.
I'm
She's
down.
like, oh, my God. Get her here.
I'm down to go. Let's go.
We're
yeah.
pretty much every Friday is the Pedernales Pint Night. We're out there supporting great food.
Every Friday is
Friday.
Pedernales Pint Night.
Yes.
Wow.
Almost every Friday.
Almost every Friday.
Unless I make her mad and then she says no. Almost every Friday.
She's like, I don't want your fucking beer here.
But we're out there almost every Friday. She takes really care of us.
How did our last, tell her how last tap attack?
The last tap attack 2 Saturdays ago, since
it was
they
parade night Saturday.
Well,
okay.
They missed our birthday party the week before.
Okay.
And I didn't hold them accountable. But they
Okay.
helped me out.
I'm just going to mention it now, but it's fine.
They came by. We did a tap attack on the Saturday full time. They brought in all the beers. We brought in all the food trucks.
Okay.
Started at noon, went through. It was just completely insane, for lack of a better phrase. Floated almost every keg we had.
Nice.
Great turnout. The food guys came out and did a spectacular job. The mainstay guys out there, Caliente Grill, Faux U, the Cajun Wagon showed up, empanadas. Of course,
Is Tony's
well.
Parker still? Is his
Creme de la
still
Creme,
there?
he's still out there too. He was there supporting us, and all the food trucks got there did a spectacular job. We had an
Nice.
awesome turnout. It was insane. For lack of a better phrase, it was completely insane.
Awesome.
I've never felt more appreciated. We had a great crew come out, great crowd appreciation, and these guys do an awesome job for us. They really do. They sell our beer, but plus you can't help but support these guys. They do such an outstanding job. We were there for their anniversary. They came for ours. That's exactly how we want to do this.
Awesome.
And we hope to be a partner with them for as long as we can.
Sarah, right?
Shout out to Sarah. And I just wanted to say, the
Sarah.
last time I was there was for the Tony Parker event, and it was raining really bad. and my car got stuck in the mud. And was it your brother? Because I need to go back. I wanted to go back and take him a little Barbacoa apparel just to thank him because it was really, really raining really, really hard. And my boyfriend, no. But he always takes it. He's a pug, right? He takes the pug with him everywhere he goes. And he's holding the dog, right? And I'm like, babe, my car is stuck in the mud. I don't know how this happened, but I'm stuck because I'm an idiot and I don't drive well, right? And he was like, and I was like, I think you might need some help. Like, or you can drive me home and we could come back and get my car tomorrow. But let's figure this out. He's like, I'm going to go see if I can find somebody.
He's like, car's stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
Does somebody have a truck?
Yeah. He did, and he was so like on top of it, man. On top of it, he was like, "This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a chain down here and like go this way and go to the right." And I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, no, he was super sweet.
If you had a blue heel in a truck, you wouldn't have this problem.
Because he would just pull it out of the mud or what?
That's right. Just hook it up to the truck he's got. Yeah,
he would just
the dog would
Hulk that thing. Yeah. I felt really bad because it was raining so bad. I know. No, are you kidding? It was my fault because I was an idiot. And what kind of moron like drives with a Jetta into like muddy area? Like that doesn't make any sense, right? It was pretty
actually,
stupid.
Our 19-year-old would do something like that.
Thank you. I'm 37 though, so there's the real problem. Yeah, but I'm 19 on the inside, so that's probably why. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. What's his name again?
Daniel.
Your brother, Daniel? Oh, shout out, Daniel.
DJ Daniel.
Thank you so much. Thank you for me.
Daniel's awesome.
Yeah, Daniel's badass. It was great. Thank you. Thanks, Daniel. I'm bringing Daniel some Barbacoa apparel, whatever he wants. Okay, so we can take another break and then come back maybe with some people that want to play a game. That'd be lots of fun, right?
Sounds like.
All right, let's do it.
Naked Twister?
Yes, it's perfect for audio. Because we can just, nobody will even know if we're naked. It's perfect.
As long as it's pre-recorded, TBC won't know about this.
Yeah, it's perfect. Exactly. That's awesome. The She's Crafty podcast has only one mission, and that is to dominate this planet with a love of craft beer and comedy. You can help us do that by going to iTunes and rating, reviewing, and subscribing to the She's Crafty podcast. The more people that do that, the higher our rankings will get in iTunes, and the more people will listen to us. The more people that listen to us, the more badass fucking episodes we can put out every week. So go to iTunes and rate, review, and subscribe to the She's Crafty podcast. Okay, we're back, and we're going to play a game now. We're going to play one of my favorite games called Who Slurred It? And when you play this game, I'm going to give each of our contestants a quote about beer, and then I'm going to give them two options, and they're going to tell me who said it or who slurred it, because everybody's drunk. Okay, so first tell me your names. What's your name, sir?
Daniel.
Daniel, where are you from?
San Antonio.
San Antonio. And your name?
Renee.
Renee, and where are you from, Renee?
From San Antonio as well.
This is puro San Antonio right here at this table. Are you guys ready?
Sí.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you, we're going to go back and forth, okay? So I'm going to start with Renee, and then we'll go on to Daniel. Ready? Okay, Renee. He was a wise man who invented beer. Was that Plato or Benjamin Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin.
It was Benjamin Franklin. He said whoever invented it was a wise man. Okay. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Beer, if drunk in moderation, softens the temper, cheers the spirit, and promotes health. Was that Dr. Oz or Thomas Jefferson?
I'd say Thomas Jefferson.
It was Thomas Jefferson. Well done. Okay. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
In a study, scientists report that drinking beer can be good for the liver. I'm sorry. Did I say scientist? I meant Irish people. Is that Bill Nye or Tina Fey?
Bill Nye.
It was Tina Fey.
Oh.
Ready, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Beer. It's the best damn drink in the world. Was that Jack Nicholson or God?
Jack.
That was Jack Nicholson, that's right. Although God said it to me, I'm pretty sure. More than once. Okay. I've only been in love with a beer bottle and a mirror. Is that Kanye West or Sid Vicious?
Sid Vicious.
It was Sid Vicious, that's right. Good job. Well done. Okay. I just want a beer that's going to get me fucked up in 5 minutes. Was that my co-host, Brandy Dunnigan, who's not here today, or Amy Winehouse?
I'd say Amy.
It was my co-host, Brandy Dunnigan, because she's a little bit of an alcoholic. Like, we don't want to say it when she's here in front of her, right? Because we're not ready for the intervention, but she really is. Okay. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. She's pretty awesome. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. If you drink beer at 8 a.m., doesn't that make you an alcoholic? Was that Barbara Walters or my mom?
Barbara Walters.
It was my mom.
Oh, you're
Yeah, she says it to me a lot, actually, like all the time. A man who lies about beer makes enemies. Is that Donald Trump or Stephen King?
Trump.
It was Stephen King.
Oh, come on.
Okay. A woman, that's right, come on. Yeah. A woman is like beer. They look good, they smell good, and you'd step over your own mother to get one. Is that Homer Simpson or Hugh Hefner?
Hugh Hefner.
It was Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson. Dang.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts and beer. Was that Abraham Lincoln or Barack Obama?
I'm going to say Lincoln.
It was Lincoln. Do we have a winner? Did he win? Danny won! Congratulations!
All right.
I'm going to give you a t-shirt for playing. You guys, thank you so much. High five, man. Thank you. All right. That was perfect. That's it for another episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Do me a favor. Go to Twitter and Instagram and follow us at She's Crafty Pod. Go to our Facebook page, She's Crafty Podcast, and like that shit. Be sure to follow us there. Also, if you like funny blogs and you want to catch up on all your favorite She's Crafty episodes and you want to buy some fucking awesome and hilarious craft beer merchandise, go to our website, shescraftypodcast.com. Peace out, beer nuts.